Let's see here.
Teacher Grant said 1 SEC.
All right, now you guys should be able to hear me loud and clear, I hope, and we will get started. So, hello, we are starting.
Cool Kid 14 said, now it's okay.
All right. So, we're going to get started here. I'm going to mute the talk to text. If it's still loading, it is on your side. If it is indeed still loading for you. So, welcome everyone. My name is Grant. I am an English teacher. I've been teaching for a long time. I am an English teacher. I am not an English speaker. There's a big difference. Yes, we just started, guys. We just started. I'm going to go through some awesome myths that you guys may be thinking are true but are not true. And I will explain to you guys why these are myths and explain how to not believe them anymore. Because there's a lot of people that think, oh, if I do this, or oh, I can't do this because of that. So I'm going to go through some myths, and also on another note, guys, this is live. So if you do need to leave, right? If you need to leave or if you arrive late, here is the live stream. I'm going to make you guys a big deal, all right? If I can get like 20 comments, 20 likes, I will do a short English class giveaway. So like a one-on-one or maybe a group of 4 for like 30 minutes. And you guys can ask all the questions you want. Could be asking about maybe a presentation. I repeat, I will not do your homework, but I will do some kind of giveaway where I give away a free short class. Because everyone goes, only 10 minutes, only 15 minutes. So if I get enough comments, if I get enough likes on this video, I will do a giveaway. All right, that is my deal to you guys. All right, I will do a giveaway. All right. If I don't, then it sucks to be you. Then I won't do it. All right. So, anything you guys want to share? What are some myths that you hear or that you have been told that you think may or may not be so true? All right. So, what exactly is a myth? A myth is something that is believed that is true. A lot of times, you guys might pick up ideas from school or social media or maybe your friends or maybe uneducated English speakers that are teaching you English. But honestly, a lot of it cannot be true. And a lot of it might be misunderstood or misrepresented. So I'm going to try to debunk these myths, okay? We're going to look at 5 myths, and I'm going to explain why it's wrong, how it can hurt you, what's actually true, and some real examples that you guys might come across. So I would like you guys to please, give me some, actually I have a question for you guys. So in your own words, guys, tell me what fluency means to you. What does fluency mean to you? What does it mean to be fluent? All right. Cool kid, you're awesome. What does it mean to be fluent? Oh, Pink, thank you for being in here. Thank you. You may be the only winner of a free one-on-one class. Who knows? Cool kid is actually a native, so he probably doesn't need my class. But Pink, you may be the winner, because nobody else wants to talk. Yes, I live in the sea. So guys, tell me in your own words, what does fluency mean? I recommend those who want something free. Yes, what does it mean to be fluent? What is it meant to be fluent, right? What does it mean to be fluent? Yes, and Cool Kid, I did give you a mod because you've always been in my class. Not class, but you've always come to my streams and you've always been participating. I trust you. I hope you guys hear me. Do you guys hear me? Please say one yes. Really? You serious? 1 second, guys. Taylor, thank you. Taylor, thank you. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Taylor. All right, Doo-Doo, it's your fault. Got it. So it's their fault. Elia, please, guys. I can't hear. I don't know what that means. Okay. Do you want me to troubleshoot, or you want me to teach the class, guys? You make up your mind. Yell at the person who can't hear me. Help them out. All right. What do you guys mean you can't hear me? Please confirm if it's them or me, guys. All right. I don't care if you see a black screen. I don't care. That's not my problem. That's a computer problem, guys. Do you want me to be tech support, or do you want me to be an English teacher? Hold on 1 second. One second, guys. 1 second. One second. 1, 2, 1, 2. I don't know why you guys can't hear me. Who is lying, guys? Who's lying? I don't get it. All right, how about now, guys? Can you hear me now? Can you guys please... Jay, get your gender right. My gosh, that's another big problem, guys. You don't know your basics. He, she. Get it right, guys. He is a boy. She is a girl. Got it? Good. All right. Yeah, okay. Pink says, can speak very well and easily in the language it is like without thinking too long. Exactly, yes. All right, glad you can hear me. I don't know why. It has a glitch where I have to go out and in. Guys, I'm going to just be blunt. If all of a sudden my audio goes off, just go to my live and talk there, okay? All right? That's what I'm going to recommend. I'm not going to keep troubleshooting, otherwise I'm wasting time. Samuel, thank you for being in the live as well. Yes, Samuel says, be able to understand and be well understood by others. Yes, exactly. Yes. All right, I don't need to hear you can hear me anymore. If you have issues, go to live. Also, class giveaway, 20 likes, 20 comments after the video is posted. I will do a giveaway, all right? And not by the same person. 20 individual comments, 20 individual likes. Free 15-minute class. Free 15-minute class. All right, a one-on-one 15-minute class on whatever you guys want. 20 comments, 20 likes. I should be making it 100. So, all right, that's fine. You don't need it. Let's say, all right, let's keep going. So, and guys, have you ever heard advice about English that makes you feel nervous or confused? The advice you guys have heard that might make you go, what? Or, yeah, you need to get your eyes checked, Jay. Sorry. Maybe go to the eye doctor, Jay, and maybe that might help you with your eyes, because you got a problem with your eyes. Sorry, Jay. I'm being blunt. Yeah. I look like a girl. Are you? No, I'm not gonna go there. Yeah. No, you're not new. You're blind. You just need glasses. Seriously, my God. No, I'm not gonna do money. No. If you want to provide the 50 euros, I will make that the giveaway. No, I'm not gonna give out money. But I will put a GoFundMe for Jay because he needs glasses. So Jay needs glasses, I think. But we can actually do a GoFundMe for that because he thinks I'm a girl. He doesn't know the difference between a guy and a girl. Anyways, shall I go on? Let's keep going. All right, so advice you've heard that's made you feel nervous or confused. Advice you've heard that makes you nervous or confused. So any advice you've heard, let me know. Comment in the chat there. Let me know something you've heard that's made you confused. Yeah. All right. Anyways, I no comments. That's fine. Guys, I have another question. Would you rather sound perfect or speak freely and be understood? Would you rather sound perfect or would you rather be able to speak freely and be understood? Let me know. Speak perfectly or be able to be freely understood. Like not having to worry about, oh, I must say it this way or I must say it that way. Let me know, guys. Let me know. What would you rather be able to do? Speak perfectly or be able to be understood? Let me know. I'm also going to put a poll here. No, not that. Let me see here. All right, what is one thing? And that is going to be on myth number 1, guys. So myth number 1, guys. Myth number 1 is, here's one, guys. You must use perfect grammar to be fluent. You must use perfect grammar to become fluent. That is your first myth, which is complete bogus. You must speak perfectly or must have perfect grammar, right, to be fluent. That is absolutely bogus. You must use perfect grammar to be fluent. Absolute bogus. All right? Yes, you do not need to have perfect grammar to speak perfectly. You do not need to have perfect grammar to speak perfectly. Yeah, I mentioned that before, but people still think, oh, I want to improve my grammar. You don't. You don't need to do that. All right? You don't need to have perfect grammar. Okay? You don't need that. So, I have a question, guys, as I keep talking about this myth here. Would you rather sound perfect or speak? Would you rather speak or sound perfectly, right? Would you rather sound perfect or speak freely and be understood? Sound perfect or speak freely and be understood? What would you rather do? Can you guys let me know? Sound perfect or speak freely and be understood? Let me know. All right, poll time. I want to understand. Well, of course, we all want to understand, right? But what is something you guys would rather be? Would you rather be able to speak perfectly or, yes, be understood, right? Because if you're speaking perfect grammar, see that the thing is if you're saying you want to sound perfect, you're not going to sound normal. So it is interesting to hear one person did say sound perfect, but perfection is actually imperfect. I can't speak. To sound perfect makes you imperfect. All right? Sounding perfect makes you imperfect. I don't know if that makes any sense, okay? So, fluency is not about being correct. It's about being comfortable. It's about your rhythm. It's about clear communication. It's native speakers of English break grammar all the time. It's broken constantly. The fragments, the slangs, the double negatives, but they're still fluent. And if you're hearing this myth from those speakers teaching you English, they're teaching it to you wrong because it's training you to fear making mistakes. It's training you leading to silence and overthinking. Grammar is helpful. It's a tool, but it's not the goal, guys. All right? So someone in a Thai office is afraid to speak in meetings. She's worried. She'd say, we finished yesterday instead of we finished. Finally, she spoke up. Her idea wasn't perfect, but everyone understood her and thanked her for speaking. A YouTuber in Nigeria speaks freely with fans in English. Again, his grammar is inconsistent, but nobody cares because he's fun, he's clear, and he connects with his audience. Let's see, any comments here? Nothing to do with you. Don't worry, some guy trolling above. Is there a goal? Who's trolling? If someone is trolling, guys, just report him or tell me who he is so I can remove him. Who is the troll, guys? Please tag him. Tag him so I can remove him, block him. He will be blocked and blacklisted. Let me know. Okay? Who said it, though? I'm cute, teacher. What? Oh, the Haha, thank you. It's actually not a shirt, it's a swim shirt. I just too lazy to change. You are cute. I'm not your brother. I'd sure be ashamed to be. Okay. We'll do it yesterday. Yeah, that's weird. I'm gonna just I'm gonna disconnect him. Goodbye. All right, let's keep going, guys. Yeah, just report, guys. Report him. You can report this way here. There you go. Get his name and report, guys. All right, that's what you can do. Okay. Now I'm gonna continue talking about the myth. All right. If you guys have questions, actually better yet, guys, if I have the talk to text on my live, if you guys are talking or asking questions and I don't see your question, you can put it into, nope, I'm sorry, I'm not sharing the presentation there. I don't have time to go back and forth, but you can actually do what we did in college, and that is take notes, right? Get a pen and a paper and take notes. Take notes. Do you understand what taking notes is? I can translate it to your native tongue if you'd like. I don't know how to say taking notes in your language, so, but you can get out your notebook and come on guys, take notes. Yes, you got it. Good job. Get a paper, get a pen, and take notes. All right, I'm not going to hold your hand because you guys know how to take notes. All right, let's keep going. All right. So, fluency means that you speak with ease and people understand you. Not that every sentence is perfect. So, but I think a lot of you guys struggle because if grammar mistakes stop you from speaking. So, is that true? If you feel that you're having grammar mistakes, does it stop you from speaking? Is that somehow true? So, grammar mistakes might stop you from speaking, right? So, and that might pause you, will hinder you from continuing your learning journey. Speaking imperfectly is what makes you perfect. All right? So those grammar mistakes is what is going to help build you rather than tear you down. So, Erlang, it's okay. Teacher Cat, can you please write what I need to write, if you don't mind. Taylor, that's up to you, buddy. All right, everything I'm saying is also recorded. You can rewatch the live, and I will slow down a bit if you want. I would just take the key elements, like Pink narrowed it. Speaking imperfectly, yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying to speak imperfectly is what makes you perfect because it builds you to quote perfection. All right. That is just my 2 cents. I'm not saying for you to always speak imperfectly. I'm saying that to speak imperfect is what's going to make you perfect because you're going to build off those mistakes, and from building off those mistakes is what will gain you your fluency. All right? So it leads me to those questions that I asked earlier. So if grammar mistakes stop you from speaking, have you ever made a mistake but still be understood? I'm sure a lot of you guys have spoke English, right? You've spoken English and then you are understood. maybe what you said was not correct, but you've been understood, right? So you've been understood. What you said was not correct, but it was understood. And that led me to the last question. Would you rather sound perfect or speak freely and be understood? I personally think TED shows are great. I would say, now I'm gonna come on to that myth in a moment, but we'll get there. But the TED Talks are pretty good because they're publicly speaking about a topic that they're passionate about, and I would take cliff notes. Sure, yeah, definitely, Noodles. All right, I'm gonna Noodles, long time by the way. Glad to see you. All right, let's keep going. Myth number 2. All right, here is myth number 2. Myth number 2, and guys, one more time, the live is on. If you have to leave early, if you have to come late, you can someone paste that link, guys? Help me out. Paste my live link. Where is it? Where's my live link? Where is my live link? If you guys come late, you guys can there we go. If you guys come late, you can watch the live. You have to leave early, you can rewatch the live. There is the link. You guys can join. There you go. All right. I'm struggling when it is short conversations, but feel more confident in long conversations. Do you have any advice about this situation? Honestly, I think what you're doing now is going to build you for short conversations, because they generally say to start speaking in longer phrases rather than short ones or short words, right? In short conversations, read the room to speak in a short way. I mean, it's not hard to go. They say, hey, what do you want for lunch? I'm not sure. I can eat anything. So just like, I would say, in my opinion, I would just say don't give a long, lengthy answer. Just try to think of a short answer that's going to get to the point. If they ask how your day is, they don't want you to tell them a story. Oh my gosh, my day was, I'm so tired. I had such a long day. Bam, done. You don't need to tell them an essay. You don't need to read them give a presentation about it. All right. Myth number 2, guys. Myth number 2 is only native speakers can be fluent. All right. So a lot of people might believe that. A lot of people might say, oh, only native speakers can be fluent. That is not necessarily true, because native speakers are not the only ones that can be fluent, okay? Native speakers are not the only ones that can be fluent. 1 second, guys. One second. 1 second, guys. I got a student messaging me. All right. So that's another myth that might be misconceived, is that only natives can be fluent. All right. Let's keep going. Mary, what do you? I don't understand. All right. It's okay. The reason why it's okay is because it's live and you guys will be able to see everything. Even my funny little rants I go on. All right, so guys, another myth. Who has heard this myth, guys? Put a thumbs up in the chat or a thumbs up in the YouTube live. Let me know what if you've heard this myth. All right, native speakers can only be fluent. Only native speakers can be fluent. So the belief actually just assumes that real fluency is only possible if English is your first language. But many native speakers struggle to express themselves clearly, and millions of non-native speakers use English confidently at work, online, traveling, building communities. Fluency is about how well you communicate, not about your accent or your birthplace. Someone from Brazil, runs a language podcast and teaches English. She has a strong accent, but she speaks clearly and engages her followers. An IT manager in Vietnam hosts meetings with teams from India, US, Germany. Again, his English isn't native, but he's confident, effective, and respected. So again, he's fluent enough to get his point across. So the reality, guys, is that it has nothing to do with your passport. If you can express your ideas smoothly, clearly, and confidently, you're fluent. There you go. If you're confident, if you're clear, if you're smooth, and you're able to express yourself, you're fluent. So, do you, now, by a show of hands, let me know, whether you're in the YouTube chat or Discord chat. John, I don't know why you're writing to me in a different language, so take care. I'm just going to leave. Alright, so, have you guys ever tried to compare yourself to other native speakers? Is that something that might hinder you, right? So, if you're what the hell are you talking about? John, you need to speak English in this chat. Go to a private chat and speak your language there, okay? Don't interrupt in your language. I don't know what the hell you're saying. My English teacher is... Yeah, exactly, Noodles, exactly. Whoever your English teacher is, and if they're saying to you that only native can be fluent, no, that is absolutely bogus, and that teacher should be demoted. That teacher should be demoted to a janitor. That is all that person's good for, is cleaning up the trash, and he needs to throw himself out. All right? There are elements of truth, though, and I'm going to explain that in a sense, okay? In my personal belief, and this might not be agreed upon others in this room. And I'm going to explain clearly why I'm thinking the way I'm thinking. All right, there is a difference between a native English speaker or a fluent English speaker and a native English teacher, right? So we have speakers and we have teachers. Now, mind you, non-native English teachers can teach English if they know how to teach. And again, the key word here is teacher, all right, not speaker. You can be a non-native speaker. You can be a fluent speaker. But there's a line where you consider yourself to be a, quote, teacher. Native speakers cannot be teachers. Just because you speak the language doesn't automatically qualify you as a teacher unless you have gone to school and educated yourself on how to teach. And I want to make that clear. So in this myth, there's really no elements to truth to that. If that makes sense. Only natives can be fluent. Or only native can be fluent. That isn't true. Because fluency is not perfection. It's not proficient, if that makes sense. You know, there's advanced, intermediate, beginner learners or speakers, and there's proficient speakers, right? So, in my opinion, you know, we have those fluent speakers. You're fluent. You're smooth. You articulate what you want to say, etc. So, hopefully that is making sense. I don't see a lot of... I see a lot of people voting. And again, guys, let me put on another poll there to get you guys to speak. Alright, any questions, guys, so far? Any questions? Put them in the Discord chat. Put them in the YouTube chat. Doesn't matter. People feel pride for their accent and bully others for not sounding like them. I don't get the point. If they sound alike, they call it fake. It's hypocrisy. How to face. Yes. Jay, I will say with absolute certainty, I agree with you. That is not right to be bullying anyone because of their accent. They can just go to hell. They can go to the cold, hot part of hell. They can burn there. They can burn there with their beliefs. Or I really don't do the hell and heaven thing, but whatever. It's an expression. I think it's, well, of course it's a myth. But I'm trying to convey somewhat clearly the problem, and I have the absolute I'm trying to think of the right words to use so it's not taken out of context. All right, I see a good question, and I'm going to explain. Hannah says, I think it's a myth. I'm from the Philippines here, and many people tend to judge someone's intelligence or social status based on how well they speak English. Do you think that the ability to speak English fluency is truly an accurate measure of a person's intelligence? No, absolutely not. I want to say this, though. I think a lot of people in the States, and I'm going to be blunt and honest and try to articulate carefully, I don't think they like when people are outsourced. And I think they don't like it when they're outsourced to the Philippines because they don't, and this is the honest truth, guys, I'm sorry, Hannah, they don't understand, and they cannot articulately understand people from the States, or maybe even people from the UK. They cannot understand the context. They cannot understand the flow that they're speaking in, and understand what the idea is. So I don't know how to explain it well enough. I'll give you an example, okay? I called a phone company. that's outsourced to the Philippines. I wanted to report someone who was being, who was a victim, and their phone number was being used. Okay, so their phone number was being used. I had the name, I had the phone number, and I tried to explain that I'm an independent fraud investigator, which I am. I do that independently. So I investigate scams. So the person over the line was obviously overseas. Now, mind you, they did not understand the urgency, and they refused to help me because I'm not a customer. And they did not understand the urgency. They didn't. It was just the ugly truth that they did not understand. And that is my issue, is their comprehension. They may speak fluently. They may articulate English fluently, but their understanding is where it's poor. And their ability to have empathy and sympathy for the language being used. They don't understand it. And but honestly, if you can be understood, if you can articulate well, then you're good. Guys, if you can hear me, let me know. I feel like you're having a side conversation and I'm all alone talking to myself. So let me know you're here with me. I hope that makes sense. So I want to know something, guys. Let me know either in the chat or let me know in the YouTube vote thing. I want to know what parts of your accent or language style that you're proud of. What is it that you're proud of? Let me know. What parts of your accent are you proud of? What is it that you're indeed proud of? Maylene says flirting. Oh, I highly doubt that. Pronunciation, very good. Very good. All right, anything else, guys? I feel I need to work on my pronunciation. I am going to improve day by day. Good job, Jay. You're doing it. No, what are you proud of, Voodoo? What is it you're proud of? Lack of words is a negativity. What is it that you're proud of? What parts of your accent and language are you proud of? That's what I want to know. All right, bonus points if you're voting in the YouTube poll, guys. Bonus points if you're voting in the YouTube poll. How do I end this poll? Okay, I'm gonna end this poll, and I'm gonna make a new poll here. All right.
Wizard. Welcome to my channel. Zombie Wizard. Said. Vocabulary.
Vocabulary. Okay, very good, very good. All right. Anything else, guys? Vocabulary. Maybe your rhythm, your flow, your word choice. What else, guys? Let me know. I'm going to put a poll here. Here and have you guys answer. Sorry guys, give me a second. I'm trying to be creative and go fast here. Smart choices, unique accent style. Honestly guys, I don't know how to answer that myself. I'm told that I have a very smooth way of speaking. They always say they love my voice. And it's maybe because I'm from California, so that could be why. But again, I really don't know. I don't even know how to answer that, guys. I don't know how to answer that. How do I answer that, guys? How would I answer that? What parts of your accent language are you proud of? What parts of your language or accent are you proud of? What are you proud of? Question mark. There we go. All right. If you're in the chat, I put a poll up. You can look in the chat. Let me know what it is you're proud of. Any questions, guys, about being fluent and the native speakers can be fluent? Any questions? Again, nothing to do with where you're from. Smooth, clear, confident, you're fluent. Okay? All right. Next myth. Anyone want to guess what the next myth might be? What would the third myth be, guys? Anyone know? What would the third myth be? What is another myth that you're predicting will be on this list? What is it? I'm bad at linking words. That will come in time, Taylor. That will come in time. What? Okay. Oh, Mary, I'm sorry. Let me help you out with that. I'm putting the poll in the, I don't know, maybe a mod can write the poll in the Discord. But I'm putting the poll in the, why women talk too much? Man, that's a good question. Mary, the poll is there. You can click that, guys, and I put the poll there. You know, if all 41 of you guys made a comment after the live, we could do a giveaway for the lesson. All right, yeah. I'm 10 years old. 10 years old. 10 years old. I'm a special kid. 10 years old. Zombie, welcome. Zombie, welcome. Who is Zombie? Zombie said vocab. And also, guys, by the way, if you guys are fast enough, let me show you guys something. If you guys are fast enough, you can make my fans. Here, look at that. The more you talk, the higher you go. So we have Cool Kid at number 1. We have Samuel at number 3. We have Pink at number 2. So I don't know where you guys are. You guys are on the top 10. So only 3, I think. I don't know if there's more. I don't know. Let's see. Top fans. Oh, there is 4. There's 4 right here. There you go, guys. But you guys have to keep interacting, right? Keep interacting. You'll be on my fans. There you go. VTuber, nice. Cool, Pink. I don't believe in crows. Okay. Awesome. All right, guys. Myth number 3. Are you guys ready? Myth number 3 is memorizing vocab lists will make you fluent. Oh, I get that a lot. If I learn more vocab, will I be more fluent? Ma'am, you're just gonna dig yourself a grave. I don't know what you're doing. Are you playing like blind date or something? Are you looking to get a date in this chat? So all you're talking about is, I like talking to women, flirting. I don't know what you're trying to accomplish, but I don't think you got a phone number, right? I don't think anyone sent you a phone number. Maybe. That's all he's talking about. He's being dumb, right? Like, why? Okay, I thought so. Guys, just report. Just report him. Here is his, let's do this. Let's copy that name. Here's what you guys do, guys. I want to help you. Here is his Discord name, and here is
Rainer.
the report.
Welcome to my channel.
There we go.
Kurt Rainer said, I consider my extensive lexicon a huge advantage for the purposes of conveying information or engaging in discourse. Kurt Rainer said, trying to be ironic, smiley face, cup with straw pink is oda. Unity verse said, I want to be fluent like teacher Grant someday. Indranial Seekter. Welcome to my channel. Indranial Seekter said, how to maintain cadence even when someone is introspecting during speaking. At Teacher Grant.
Interesting. Okay. I don't know. I don't have an answer. Yeah. That's the Discord name that you want to report. You want to report the troll, right? So that's the Discord name. So copy that, click report help, and screenshot him trolling. And if you guys do that, I'm sure they'll deal with it. All right, I'm gonna keep going, guys. So guys, myth number 3, like I said, is memorizing vocab lists will make you fluent. And here's why it's a myth. So basically, if you're memorizing these vocab words and lists of vocabulary, but you're not using it, it's not building fluency. It just builds forgetness. You end up forgetting what you're learning. So your brain remembers what it repeats with meaning. So if you're not speaking the words that you're memorizing, they're eventually going to be forgotten. So it's better to master phrases than memorizing hundreds of words that you're never going to say out loud. Fluency, again, comes with real use. It's not an isolated study. So people have memorized 800 words for the TOEIC exam or for the IELTS or whatever, and then they're asked a question in English, you can't form it because you don't know the language. You know words, but you don't know the language. A nurse that wants to say things like, let me take your temperature, how are you feeling today, but she's communicating with foreign patients, she's not going to know because she just doesn't know. It comes from speaking. Fluency is from speaking, using, and repeating real language. It's not memorizing disconnected words. So I have a question for you guys. How do you normally try to learn new vocab? So when you guys are studying new vocab, and I want to just a shout out to Indran, Pink, Kurt. Okay, I don't know if Kurt is maybe a troll. I'm not sure. Anyways, how do you guys learn new vocab? What do you guys do? Like, I get adapted to their speaking skills, yeah. And is there ever a time where you've forgotten a word right after you study the word? Like, if you guys are indeed studying vocab, what happens when you guys forget the word? Do you guys forget the words that you're memorizing? And yes, you can put it in a sentence, but then what? Are you writing it
Rainer
down?
said, I learn new vocabulary on the go.
There you go, Kurt. New vocab on the go. But you're also speaking it. So take the vocab that you're learning and use it. If you don't use it, you lose it, right?
The Wizard said, note down the words when I come across them in books, movies, etc.
Very good, yes.
Indranial Seekter said, I try to replace old words with new ones. For example, I can replace the word give with share or offer.
Listen to the music, that's very good.
Said, if I hear an unfamiliar word, I endeavor to learn its definition.
I don't have time to
If
moderate
it's a useful
the,
word, I
chats,
might use it.
guys. Sorry, just report, okay? If they're being rude or disrespectful, then just report. Oh, man, you're just being a troll. That's what you guys are doing. That's what you're doing, dude. Like, all you're saying.
Straw pink is Oda. Unity verse. Said, I write it on my notes and make cool video edit and mix it with music.
Yeah. All right. Very good. Let's see here. That's actually really good. Write it on my notes and make cool video. Yeah, there you go, Pink. That's a good way to go. Right now, let's take a look at the top fans. All right, top fans. I don't know who Samuel is, but you're number 6, Samuel. Here we go. Cool Kid is still on top. You can look at the question mark. There is our leaderboard right now. We have Pink in number 2, Zombie number 3, Neil number 4, Supreme Kurt number 5, Samuel number 6. All right, that is our leaderboard right now. Not asking, not demanding, not even thinking anything about it. But I think you can look at the question mark, and it does say how you can be on the board. So if you did want, but again, not asking, not expecting, not thinking it's ever going to happen, but again, do whatever it says. Groove, this is on the YouTube board. So you go to the YouTube, you chat, you ask questions, you communicate, you do the emojis, whatever, and I think you'll get on there eventually. So it looks like a lot of tie. Let's go to number 4. Yes. Any questions on the third myth? Do we need to discuss it anymore? I think we don't, right? It's not memorizing disconnected words. It's from speaking, using, and repeating real language. All right? Here we go. Number 4. You must think in English 100% of the time. You must always think in English. It's a myth. It is a myth. It's bogus. Anyone want to twist that myth around? If you are trying to sincerely study English, and if it's thinking in English that it's the myth, what would it be what would make that myth correct?
Rainer said, you can always think in Klingon, or Elvish, or High Valley Ryan.
Yes, if you know that language. I don't know that language, so. I like that answer, though. These are tools that you can use just in your own advanced way. C1, B2. I would say it's not thinking in English that helps you. That is a myth to think in English, right? If you're thinking in English, what is the problem when you think in English? Can anyone guess? Can anyone state the answer? Whether it be in the Discord chat or the YouTube video. What is it? Why is
Rainer said, when I was learning English, I construct sentences in my head in my native language.
Yeah, exactly. Kurt, what do you speak, by the way? Are you in the Discord or no? Who's coming here from Discord, by the way? I know there's a couple lurkers that are coming in elsewhere that have seen me for other things. Another thing, guys, for the vote here. What do you? Oh, okay, got it, Kurt.
Rainer
Got it. Thank you, Karen.
Said, I'm KR in the Discord.
All right, cool.
Intranial Seeker.
Cool.
Said, I'm from Discord.
All right, cool. I feel like I'm quoting Broplay 99. Right now, guys, we got our votes in. Not ending the poll yet, but here we go. We only have a couple people voting.
Voting
what
mysteries.
Are you most proud of?
Welcome to my channel.
Welcome.
Decoding mysteries.
Decoding.
Said, I'm Discord too.
Nice. Thank you, Decoding, for joining. Appreciate you very much. Thank you.
Decoding mysteries. Said, I'm from Discord too.
Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, myth number 4, as I was saying, thinking in English, right? Why is thinking in English all the time a myth? Because you guys feel guilty when you're translating. But here is the truth, that thinking in English is a result, not a rule. You don't have to do it all the time. That is the key thing. You don't do it all the time. It will be natural over time. It develops naturally. Forcing yourself to think in English can just tire you out, slow you down, and just create stress. It's stressful, guys. It's completely okay to translate sometimes, but to think in English can just feel, it's just not good, right? So with new or complex ideas, stop doing that. Just, a businessman in Korea can have his
Rainer
ideas and his...
said, if someone who is, in the first place, not that confident in one's command of the English language, forces oneself to think in English to speak in English, the lack of confidence would snowball.
Exactly. Exactly what Kurt said, yes. Precisely correct, yes. Because it's going to be a snowball effect. It's going to lessen, it's going to slow down and hinder your process, right? That is what's going to happen, right? So as long as you take your time, then you're going to be golden. Before I hear any more talk to text, I'm going to keep going. So,
Anil Seeter said, there are some idioms or phrases in my language that doesn't have a direct English translation. So, I had to try my best in these cases.
Yeah, but another thing too is that the idioms are kind of a myth if you think about it. Not really a myth, but to think that natives use to think that I'm gonna take the turn. I'm gonna do this.
Rainer said, it is like attempting to construct with precision using a tool that simply isn't up to the task.
Darn it. Yeah, well, that's the thing, Pink, is if you're thinking in English all the time, then it's just going to hinder you. You have to find a happy medium to be able to convey exactly what it is you want to say. All right, so I'm going to read these examples that are on the on my notes here and in the live. You can see them on the live. It's kind of small, but this is the best way I can get the most views. So a Korean businessman prepares his idea in Korean first, but then he speaks in English during calls. Over time, he now thinks in English for common work phrases. A traveler in Russia uses a mix. She thinks in English when ordering food, but still plans her travel budget in Russian. It works just fine. So you have to find a happy medium. Every detail does not have to be good. Does not have to be in English. If you're on a trip, you do not need to think in English all the time. If it's a budget, your native language is fine. If you want to order food, then yes, of course, because they're not going to speak Russian. So there are elements to think in English, and then there are elements to think in your native tongue. It does not have to be 100% of that, okay? Here are some things to think about. So when do you notice yourself thinking in English? What situations feel easier for you to switch languages? Can you describe part of your day in English in your head? Think about that, guys. All right? All right? Let me know. All right? Let me know. All right? Here are some thoughts here, guys. All right, I think it's an image that's going to come up, I guess. Don't know why it's an image, but I want it to be text. Just kidding. All right. There we go. All right. Notice yourself thinking in English. What situations feel easier for you to switch languages? Could you try to describe a part of the day in English in your head? All right. I only think in English when I'm formulating something I want to say. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's not letting me. Hold on. Let me try again. I know. Hold on. Let me try to copy again. I'm copying it from my PPT, but for some reason. There we go. Okay. I don't know why, but it was not copying the text. It was copying an image for some reason. All right, but there you go. All right. I know. Answer in the Discord, answer in the YouTube. It doesn't matter. By the way, guys, if you're getting here late, I'm almost done. And also, there's another class that's happening at 10:15, I think. I'm not sure. But here we go. This is the live. If you arrived late, you can hit rewind. Is it incorrect to mix different versions of English, such as UK English, Australian English, American English, in a single piece? Yes, because it might confuse the person who's going to grade you or understand you. So you stick to one. I mean, now I'm kind of conflicted. Is it incorrect to mix different versions of English? That I think is subjective. So I don't really know. I don't know. I would just say I don't know. Yeah, exactly, KR. There are a lot of the varieties of it are not that different. But to be consistent, I would stick with one language, I guess. You know, go to a hospital, but I'm going to go to the park. I don't know. Go to hospital is like UK, right? Or I'm going to the hospital, is US, right? I need to go to the hospital rather than I go to hospital. I don't really know if mixing the languages together is correct. For example, like spelling. Don't write one sentence with color like COLOR and say, oh, I like this color, but my favorite color is, I like blue. I like the color blue. Like COLOR, but my favorite color is. I would say don't mix up the spelling with the two languages, but I don't know. That's my subjective opinion. I don't really know what the written rule is, or if there is a written rule. Okay. Any questions about thinking in English all the time? The short and sweet, guys, is you can be fluent without thinking in English 100% of the time. Translation is a bridge. It's not a barrier. All right? So, again, like I said, when do you notice thinking in English? Situations you feel easier. What situations feel easier for you to switch languages? And can you describe a part of your day in your head, right? So, hopefully that makes sense. Last myth, guys. Last myth is what you guys might be thinking. Adults can't become fluent. It's too late. You're too old. I'm too old. I can't become fluent in English. I'm too old. That is an excuse. It's a lazy ass excuse. You're lazy to say I'm too old to learn another language. That's bullshit. All right? I know people who are in their 70s that are becoming more fluent in English than people going to a university studying English. And it's because they get off their lazy ass, open a book, and use the language. That's the ugly truth. All right? But if you're in your 40s, if you're in your 50s, in your 60s, it's never too late. If your grandparents say they can't because they're too old, it's not because they're too old. It's either because they don't want to or because they're lazy. Now, I know it's not great to talk about your elders being lazy and all, but that's the ugly truth. Oh, I'm too old. I can't learn English. No, you're lazy. Or you just don't want to say you want to. Right? There is a note. I don't know what the note is. Guys, I apologize. I need to catch up to a lot of these chats here. Accent comes with time, Mary. Accents cannot be perfected overnight. Mirroring, copying things you see on the TV, listening to the flow. Yes, KR accent is not necessarily important unless you're trying to be a movie star, right? Get down! Get to the chopper! Who is your daddy and what does he do? I'm the governor of California. My name is Arnold Schwarzenegger. Get down! I'm trying to be a movie star. I am the Arnold Schwarzenegger. Nobody else can do Arnold better than me. Alright, enough. Alright, guys, last myth. You can't become fluent because you're an adult. It's too late. Children do learn languages better, but it often leads to adults that give up too soon. Children may pick up the pronunciation faster, but adults have powerful tools as well. They're self-aware. They're motivated. Structure. Real-world experience. Adults can become fluent at any age. So why does that matter? Alright, what matters is not how old you are, but how consistent you are. So someone who's in their 60s in Thailand can start learning English and talk with his grandchildren abroad. He can practice watching YouTube videos, joining speaking groups, and in chatting weekly in English. A 48-year-old woman in Indonesia wants to study abroad, 18 months practicing online. She can pass an interview and now lives in New Zealand. The reality is you can be 9, 19, or 90. It doesn't matter. Adults can learn deep, richly, and be successful. Sometimes better than children. So what is it that motivates you to keep learning English? What motivates you to keep learning English? Have you ever learned something new as an adult that made you proud? And how can your jobs, hobbies, or life goals support you in English learning? Alright? Guys, I've spoken way too long, longer than I wanted to. I want to take chat questions. I don't have time. There is another session at what time, guys? What time is the next session? I do want to end now. In 40 minutes, guys, there is another session, Business English Tips. Business English and English Tips with teacher Void. All right. And that will start in less than 40 minutes. I did want to end earlier, but I will go. If you guys throw in a like, guys, I don't know if you guys have thrown in the likes. Please do that. Please give me that like. It will help other ESL language. Yes, 70. Yes. I'm so sorry I did mute. I want to catch up here. Here we go. I learned English as a kid. I think in English now when speaking English. Perfect. If I have listened to a podcast on a particular topic, or if I studied a subject extensively, it becomes easier for me to think in English. Beautiful. Wow, 70. Or they're too scared to... Yes, scared to try. They're scared. They're embarrassed. They don't want to. They don't feel like it. The ugly truth, if you're asking your grandmother to speak English with you and they don't want to, and they say, I'm too old, I don't really think it has to do with being too old. I think it has to do with just not wanting to, right? Not wanting to. All right. We have a vote here, guys. A lot of you guys said that you're proud of your clear pronunciation. 12% of you said that you're proud of the word choices. And 12% of you said your unique accent style. I'm wondering if it's technically 12.5. The top fans, guys. Let's see. Zachariah, what's going on? You missed an epic lesson, dude. You missed an epic lesson. We have a poll, guys, right now. Let's take a look at our fans. Let's see where the fan chart is, guys. Ooh, top 8. We have a top 8 now, guys. Top 8, top fans. Let's see how we're ending things here. Guys, I feel sorry for those who are in... Oh, well, we technically have a tie. We have a 3-way tie in first place, right? Second place is Decoding Mysteria. Zombie, tied in second is Discordia, Zombie, Supreme Kurt. And then in third place, we have Samuel and Zachariah. So, but not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, 230 million. Yeah, there you go. Hell to Indonesia. All right, so guys, do me a favor. When this live ends, I want you to comment something that you took from this lesson, something, a takeaway. Comment your homework, guys. 37 of you. Homework. One takeaway from this lesson. Give me your takeaway from this lesson. Something that you learned, something that you'll take away from this lesson. Give me that like. Share with your friends and your fellows, okay? And I think, Pio, long time, dude. I haven't seen you chat for a while. But, yeah. Guys, question time. Because there'll be another class starting in like 30 minutes, and I want to end at least in 5 minutes. So it gives the other teacher a chance to start. I broke my own rule. I intended to finish at 9:15, but I went overtime. So, guys, again, I did give you the link, guys. You can go there, comment, but I'm going to end the live right now, but I will stick with you guys in the chat. So give me a second. The live is officially over. And